Hi guys. Okay, today we are potting up seedlings. These are I've been soaking them and sprouting them for a couple of weeks, so they're all sprouted. They're a little too sprouted. We've got two more trays of sprouted seeds, and then I also have regular seeds. And then because this was not my first take, I have already potted some of these seeds. So it doesn't take too long. Um, it's really easy, and that's what we're going to get to right now is just how to, what the strategy is. So next up are these, or first up, are Armenian cucumbers. So I've got these little tags that I had in there written up so that I knew what I was dealing with. And that tag just goes with all my seedlings as they go. So they're starting out in the trays, then they're going to go into the pots, and from the pots they're going to go in the ground. And those little tags just follow them everywhere. So I have this bag of soil that you're going to see me get into. It is natural and organic potting soil. It's also old, which I don't care about. And then I have like this, little pot that I'm scooping the soil out of there with. And I am using very old, like, little pots. So you can see it's broken. The other ones were 6-packs. I'm now out of 6-packs. So I've moved on to this size ones. I think these are going to work really well for cucumbers though, because I'm going to try to put probably 3 or 4 seeds in each one of these pots. And then with cucumbers, they should be pretty easy to separate out, I think. So there's that. Now we have these actually aren't sprouted. But that's fine. So these are our seeds. They were put in on 3/10. Today is, I don't know, the 24th? I don't know. I think it's like the 24th. And then I just put, because I'm doing this quick and dirty, trying to get these seeds in pots as quickly as possible. I am just literally ripping this apart, putting it in the pot just like that on top of the soil. And then I'm going to get some more soil and sprinkle that little layer on top of that. Now, I understand that some of you will say this is not the correct way to do it. And then I'm going to water it a little bit. This soil is really wet already. It's damp already, so I don't have to worry about putting a lot of water in, but a little bit of water is always good. Seedlings need to stay wet. So do that. And anyways, if you guys don't like how I do it, that's fine. This is an experiment. I've actually never done it this way either. With the paper towels, I mean. Like that. So that was my intro. I'm going to try to turn that little first part into a short. Maybe I'll turn the other one into a short. The other one that I tried to do this morning. The sun is what it is. It's not great today. So I think that that's fine, because listen, you have to do this stuff not only when you can, but also when you're motivated. So today I'm motivated. Tomorrow I'm going to be at work all day. This is my opportunity to get this done. So this is the day I'm going to get it done. So I'm going to put all my cucumbers in the tray that I just got this done with. So I've got 3 Armenian cucumbers. There we go. Set that aside. So next we have yellow crookneck squash. I have 6 yellow crookneck seeds sprouting. These seeds are bigger, so I'm going to show you what they look like. I am actually going to take these ones out of the paper towels, probably. Let's see how this works. Hopefully they've sprouted. Okay, so these crooknecks do not look like they've sprouted. And I put them in here on 3-3. So we are going to guess, I'm going to guess that I'm not going to get any crooknecks. But I'm going to try anyways. So, again, we're going to try to do it this way, which is just, the reason that I'm showing you this is because it's not as hard as some people think it is, you know? It's really not that hard. And if you fail, it also kind of doesn't matter. Like, if it doesn't work out, it sucks, but it's just seeds. Like, I was gonna run out of room in my garden anyways, probably. So I'm just poking these seeds directly into the soil and tossing that, and then I'm just gonna cover it up with a little bit more soil on top of there. I'm not putting them very deep. I mean, they're squash seeds, so they can handle some depth. You can see the size of the seed really tells you kind of how deep you can plant them. The bigger the seed, the deeper you can plant them, you know, typically. And then I'm gonna put my little squash thing in there, and then these are gonna go in my tray. So, we're about halfway done. You guys missed the first bit, but that's okay. You can see what we're doing. It's just a matter of not making too many hard decisions, going, well, these will work for these. I am going to try to keep them all the same size pot so that later on I can say, okay, well, these ones look like they go together. Because I'm not going to put a label in every single one of these. It's just not happening. I can put a label on one of them and try to keep them together. So next we have lemon cucumbers. Actually, next we have Astia zucchini. So Astia zucchini is the only zucchini this year that I'm growing that is not open pollinated. I think the only vegetable I'm growing that's not open pollinated. So it's the other thing. It's like there's heirloom and then there's the other thing. It's not coming to my head right now. Anyways, so I can't really save seeds from it. I mean, I can try to save seeds from it, but they will not end up true to these plants. So this year I was trying to get everything open pollinated so that I could have, see, now these look good, so that I could try to save my seeds. Because I wanted to, that's why. So these ones I'm going to put 2 in each pot. I think it looks like there is 6 seeds, so we can do 2 in each pot. These are also, the reason that I got these ones is because they were super duper duper fast, and I wanted squash as soon as possible. I love zucchini. We eat a lot of zucchini, and it's really rewarding if you can get it to go. It's a really rewarding plant because it will just produce and produce and produce, and you can freeze, and you can make zucchini bread, and you can make shredded zucchini, and you can, you know, just make zucchini. It goes really well with potatoes. So that's the zucchini story. I like zucchini, and I wanted some early ones. So I'm just going to cook them down a little bit more because they came out when I watered. And there we go. So now I've got Astia zucchini in these three ends, 2, 3. So you guys will notice that I am being a goofball today, and I'm wearing a white dress to do all my chores around the house. You know what? I don't care. If I don't do it when I want to do it, then I won't do it at all. And to me, getting it done is much more important than not getting my dress wet, or I mean dirty. So I don't know. Like, I went to town this morning and I wore a dress. I like wearing dresses. You guys will see. I always wear dresses, and I'm usually barefoot. That's just how it goes. So there's 1, 2, 3. Let's get a 4th one in here. So prior to these ones that I am doing right now, we had, let's see, we had dwarf blue kale and calabrese broccoli. So those are the ones we've already done. Lemon cucumbers are next. So we should have one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I might only use 3 for these. So 2, 3. Yep, only 3. I'll save that one for the next round. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, these are like the ones you can grow right now, right? Actually, now that we've done these, I am going to do another round. If I have time today, I'm going to get some seeds that are not sprouted and probably put in my tomatoes and more warm weather crops. These guys got a little bit of a head start because they can tolerate cooler weather. And it was supposed to be cooler weather. Like, I mean, not supposed to, just usually is, right? Our last frost date is in, I think officially it's in May, maybe June. But like we will often get like hailstorm in late May and early June. So so we have a really short growing season. So you have to be, oh look, I have tomatoes going. I was wrong. Okay, next cilantro. That looks like these 3. So again, we're just gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. It's just popping seeds in soil. It's not really a science behind. I mean, I guess there's technically a science behind it. Soil science and biology and stuff. But I just mean it's not hard. I think a lot of the things that happen with people when they want to do stuff like this is they get caught up in the details and when do I do it? Will you do it? You know, honestly, if it's sunny and warm out, it's probably time to start planting seeds, which is also happens to be the time that you feel like planting seeds. So I guess it's kind of just intuitive. If you want to plant by the moon, which I am actually trying to do this here, you do want to put seeds in when they, you are waxing. So when you're going from a new moon to a full moon, anytime during that period of growth is when you want to plant seedlings or seeds. So this is cilantro. These are really small seeds, but I just kind of dumped a little bit too much soil in there. I hope they survive. We're gonna do some water. Like always, I can't actually tell what you guys can and can't see. So these are my cilantro pots. And I'll put these in this tray here. 1, 2, 3. That tray can go there. Nope. That tray can go there. And now we just have these ones left to do. So we're going to have broccoli, kale, cucumber, cilantro, and squash. At least one kind. And then here we have 1, 2, 3 different tomatoes, Italian peppers, and basil. Yep. And that's actually going to produce a lot of food. As long as this weird strategy of mine actually works. And I will, of course, let you guys know if it works. But life finds a way, so I have a feeling it's going to work. I am running out of potting soil. But I think that that's okay. I think it's just right on time. So there's this. And the reason that I'm doing this all right now, all in front of you, is because I need you to know how long this is going to take you. So I think that this is pretty fast. And also, it's not going to take you as long as it's taking me, because I am trying to do 2 things at once. Talking and planting my plants. So if you are doing this, will probably be much quicker. Yeah, so just rip those up. And, let's see, what can we talk about this seeding process? I think that that's not going to be enough produce for my family. We do need, we need some salad greens besides the, I have some sorrel growing down there, and then I also have lovage. So sorrel and lovage are really good. They're perennials. They're just going to keep coming back. And so that's lovely. But, I'll go like this. But I do want some more salad greens. So. Okay, I gotta power through this and stop thinking so hard. Just get the dirt, put it in the pot, get the dirt, put it in the pot. Okay, these are gold nugget tomatoes. Those last ones were legend tomatoes. Oh, so tomatoes, I got 3 different kinds. I got Beaver Lodge, Gold Nugget, and Legend. I do not remember the difference between Legend and Beaver Lodge. One of them is a paste tomato, and one of them is a slicing tomato. And then this Gold Nugget here is a cherry tomato. I like growing cherry tomatoes. I like eating tomatoes off the vine. That is my favorite thing to do. And so does everybody else. So we go through some cherry tomatoes. But also, you know, you want something a little bit more meaty for when you're cooking, when you're making dinners and salads, and then a paste tomato you can make sauces out of, or you can just slice it. A lot of times I just will slice my those tomatoes, my paste tomatoes. But I'm trying to get a good range of, oh, and some of them are determinate, some of them are indeterminate. I honestly don't remember which is which, but again, a nice range is really, I think, good. That way, the ones that grow are the ones, you know, that are gonna grow for you, and then you'll spread it out. I don't know, I'm rambling. It's hard to think and talk at the same time. Maybe I shouldn't be a YouTuber. Oh, here's something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, now we're gonna do the beaver lodge, and then we'll be done with tomatoes. Well, you guys don't care. I was gonna ask you what you think my name should be, or if I should just go with my real name. I don't know, I haven't decided. My real name's Aaliyah. My channel right now is called Allie Wren, because I didn't want people to know my real name on YouTube, and then it just kind of turned into this was my channel. I didn't want to have that, you know, one more obstacle to go through to start posting videos would be like too much for me. So I just did it. But don't think too hard, just grab a pot. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it this way for now. I like Ren Wild with a W, W-R-E-N, like the bird too, Ren Wild. I'm kind of wild, but I'm also not. Yeah, maybe people would be disappointed. How long has this video been? It's been 22 minutes and 14 seconds. And that is between that and the first video I made, which was probably about 7 to 10 minutes, I think. So it's like half an hour, right? We're out here planting seeds, half an hour. You can get a ton of seeds planted in a half an hour. We are doing peppers next. Golden peppers. That I kind of put really close to my basil seeds, so they are not. It's these ones. Okay. I actually really love sweet peppers, bell peppers, that sort of stuff. I'm not very good at growing them sometimes, but sometimes I have really good luck with it. So hopefully, so I don't like to waste a lot of time and effort growing them, but I try every year because I really do like it. They can be very rewarding for me. And again, this year, I think I'm going to do much better growing plants than I have in the past. Okay, I think I forgot to water in these beaver ledge tomatoes, so I'm going to water those in, and then I'm going to water in my peppers. These are sweet, Italian golden peppers, so they should be sweet. There we go. I'm out of water. Okay. And then that leaves basil. So here's some basil. And I think I'm gonna put, because that's a different thing, we're gonna put the basil in these big ones, and then that's gonna be it for the day. For the seed planting anyways. So you are going to want to water these, obviously. And they also need light. So I am not sure if I'm going to put these, I think I'm going to put these outside in a covered, a gentle location for a couple of days, and um, and then move them out a little further out into the, out there. This is basil. I love basil, and we grow a lot of tomatoes. Basil and tomatoes is like the best treat, in my opinion, just ever. You wrap like I'll show you guys, but you wrap just a piece of basil around a cherry tomato and pop it in your mouth. Oh, so good. Anyways, I also usually have pretty good luck with basil. Not necessarily growing it from seed, but we'll see what happens. So these are all going to get put in a gentle location. I'm going to water them every day, and most days. I'm not going to move them in and out because they were in the shop before, and the shop was distinctly cold. So I think they're pretty well acclimated to the environment. However, if you've been keeping your seedlings inside your house so that they grow faster, these are going to have to be put in your house for probably about a week. You're going to want to take them out during the day and bring them in at night, out during the day, in at night, and then they will get acclimated to the outdoor temperature. If it's snowing or extremely cold or it's freezing, do not leave your vegetables outside. Keep them inside. I am a zone 7 here, and we have insane weather. Normally this time of year, I would have to keep all of these plants inside. So know your zone, know your planting time, try to follow that. I'm just getting these in as early as I think. It's always like, well, what do I do? I don't know. So hopefully they don't all die. I will be doing another succession of these though, because probably at least some of them. And then I'm also going to do potatoes and sweet potatoes. Anyways, that's it for now. Bye.